illegal to smoke in any public building, in any place except in the great outdoors. That's the only answer.
I see the old coupon clipper is at it again.
If you're referring to the holes in your favorite reading material, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, what's that?
It's coupon days at Econo Lube and Tune Auto Service Centers, and I'm cutting out all the coupons so we can take advantage of the discounts.
Big discounts?
Very big.
Ooh.
I've got coupons for discounts on Econo Lube and Tune's famous 10-minute drive-through lube, oil, and filter change.
Wow.
Featuring quality Pennzoil motor oil.
Pennzoil motor oil?
And coupons for discounts on drive-through tune-ups, brakes, transmission service, smog checks, everything.
Terrific.
Bye.
Where are you going?
To Econo Lube and Tune. You want to come?
Well,
I have a coupon for a pepperoni pizza.
Big discount?
Very big.
Ooh, it's a deal.
Don't miss coupon days. Now at all participating Econo Lube and Tune Auto Service Centers. Watch your mailbox or check your local Penny Saver for discount coupons on lube, oil, and filter changes featuring quality Pennzoil motor oil, tune-ups, brakes, transmission service, and a whole lot more. Pennzoil, the standard of protection since 1889.
Eddie Edwards welcomes the E-Team's newest political commentator. Our engineer this morning from Studio C, Willie Ray Jr.
Y'all hear that Gary Hart's going to run again?
Yeah,
Yeah, have you heard about his new campaign slogan?
he's got a new campaign slogan.
Gary Hart's new campaign slogan is, hey,
No.
vote for me,
Uh-huh.
and I'll respect you in the morning.
You'll respect yourself in the morning when you tune in Eddie Edwards, 6 to 10 here on 57 KLAC.
Oh, yeah, he's a very funny guy. I like him lots. Eddie Edwards, he's on, and I'll tell you, he does a good job every morning here, 6 to 10 on KLAC. I love that line, Gary Hart's new campaign slogan. Vote for me, and I'll respect you in the morning. I like that. I like that. Okay, now we're going to go back to the phones. It's open forum right up until the end of the program, so all of our lines are busy right now. But write these numbers down and keep on trying because people keep hanging up as I do the calls, and then you can sneak in. So here are the numbers. In the 213 or the 818 area code, 520-KLAC, 520-KLAC. In the 714 area code, it's 977-KLAC, 977-KLAC. It's open forum. You can talk to me about whatever is on your mind. Okay, Los Angeles, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hello, Wally. This is Scott from Pasadena.
Yes, Scott. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'd like to talk... Well, first I'd like to say that I love watching your show and I never miss it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about... I was just wondering as to if you think that if the media is largely responsible for this recent rash of freeway violence.
Absolutely. I stated this a lot on my television show, and glad you brought it because I wanted to bring it up here. I think, of course, I think you probably, as everybody else has heard, of copycat killers, copycat criminals. It has been quite evident, it's been brought up all the time, that Looney Tunes, wackos, copy things that they see on television and read about in the newspapers. And the news media is totally irresponsible when they keep on talking about this over and over and over again, over and over and over again. They keep saying, hey, new freeway shooting, the freeway shooter. Are you still there? Oh, he hung up on me. All right, I lost him. Okay. Maybe he thought I was talking too much. Okay. But they do it all the time, and they say, a freeway shooter strikes again. And the headline, you know what happens? It just encourages more and more people who are wackos to go out and do it themselves and copy. That's why the media is so ludicrous. They've got to stop doing this. Okay, let's go to the next caller. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Wally. This is Robert Heaton.
Okay, and thank you for your call. I certainly do appreciate that. And I hope you'll be watching every day on KBOC TV 56, 4:30 to 5 we're on, Robert. With the Hot Seat Hotline. Glad you asked about that. And Saturday night from 11 until 12 midnight, we do the Hot Seat Show with my live studio audience. Yes, you're on the air with Wally George. Who's this?
Yeah, Wally, this is Dick from Covina.
Okay, Dick, go ahead.
Well, what I was talking about, I tried wanting to get to you earlier and talk to this gentleman that was talking to you.
Well, he's no gentleman.
Well, whatever you want to call him.
Okay.
I had a son. Unfortunately, my wife and I, we split up in 1970.
Yeah.
And I raised a 12-year-old son.
Yeah.
And he got in with a bunch of hoodlums, started on pot.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you, if this man knew the misery that I had for 10 years with this boy, it went from that to cocaine. He was drinking. I would in fear of my life. And I'm not kidding you.
Well, you know, Dick, this is what bothers me. People like Walter Bannister, who was on in the first hour, people like him, and I see them time after time, day after day after day on my program. They call me, they write me, and they say, Wally, come on, get with it. This is the 80s. Marijuana doesn't hurt anybody.
I'll tell you, if he would know what I went through in the last 10 or 12 years with my son, and known me that not but 2 years ago, one of his friends were found dead up at this high school, not very far from where I live, that I threw out of the house just 2 weeks before they found him dead.
Yeah.
And it's a tragedy.
It is a sincere tragedy, Dick, and I'm glad you point this up because too many of these liberal fatheads just want to brainwash the people into thinking that it's okay. And, you know, the other excuse they use about legalizing marijuana is everybody's doing it. So we might as well legalize it. Well, there are a lot of people raping women. Should we legalize rape?
It's awful.
It is. Okay, and Dick, as you have pointed out, and also these liberals refuse to admit, people do start on marijuana.
They sure do.
And then go on to harder drugs, don't they?
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, it's really bad.
Well, I wish they would understand that. Marijuana is just the start. And time after time, I've had medical doctors on my show, and they tell me, Wally, you're absolutely right. They start with marijuana, and then they go on to the stronger drugs. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George. Who's this?
Hi, this is Barry from Highland Park, California.
Hi, Barry.
Hi, how are you doing?
Fine. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I appreciate your show, and I...
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I've listened to shortwave periodically. I had an accident that put me back in the house for a while, and I started listening to radios and shortwave. Going back to when I was a kid.
Good.
And you know, it's really funny. I would really appreciate it if you had your listeners, or if you would talk to your listeners to go into shortwave more, because when you listen to Radio Havana or Radio Moscow, they're always talking about the people out here that are liberals, and they give them glowing reports.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, certainly. And I just wish you would talk more about that, and people could understand more, I think, about what side they're on.
Well, you know...
Just the other day, they had a glowing report about Alan Cranston. So it just goes to show you that, you know...
Well, you know, Barry, I think that people are... I'm very aware that most of the liberals in this country are giving aid and comfort to the enemy, the Soviet Union. And so many people in this ludicrous news media, how they criticize poor Ronald Reagan, our great president, how they criticize him and humiliate him and harass him and call him a warmonger. And then they say, you know, Russia really does want peace. They really do. But Ronald Reagan is the warmonger. Sometimes when I'm listening to some of these newscasts, I would swear I was listening to Radio Moscow. They put down our country, they put down our president, and they praise the Soviet Union. What the heck is going on? Okay?
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Barry. I appreciate it, too. Next caller, hello. You're on the air with Wally George. Go ahead. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to blow you off the air. I'm just getting trigger happy tonight. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah. This is Jim from Brea.
Yes, Jim.
And I wanted to agree with you on many of the issues. You're really doing a good show tonight.
Thank you.
I really enjoy it.
Thank you.
You seem like a pretty intelligent man. I've been watching you a lot. I want to know what your educational background might be.
Well, I went to high school, and I was on the air when I was only 14 years old. I was on the air as the youngest disc jockey in the United States of America at 14. I was also working on the Ozzie and Harriet show. And I worked on the radio as a disc jockey all the way through high school. At 18, I was thinking about going into college, but I already had a full-time job in broadcasting. I was doing what I wanted to do, and I figured, what the heck is college going to do for me to continue in my career? So I continued on radio and on television, and I've been on the air now for over 30 years. Thanks for your call. Wally George here on KLAC. 57 on the AM dial. I'll be right back. Don't you dare go anywhere.
Hands are pretty amazing tools. They can push, pull, and grip. but there are some jobs even hands can't do. And that's when you need master mechanic tools from True Value hardware stores. These dependable hand and power tools are constructed from tough materials to perform under pressure, and they're all backed by this guarantee. If any master mechanic tool fails to perform due to a defect in workmanship or material, excluding normal wear or misuse, simply return it for immediate replacement to your nearby True Value hardware store or home center.
It was no hassle at all. They just made it really easy. Really easy. The whole thing was very comfortable.
Right now is the time to see your Southern California Toyota dealer.
It just sounded like a good deal right off the bat for me.
Because right now, he's dealing on a huge summer inventory of new Toyotas.
He said, hey, we'll work it out. And that's just what we did. We worked it out.
Now's the time to get just the Toyota you want at just the price you want to pay. Camrys, Corollas, Tercels. Prices for America's #1 selling imports start around $6,000.
It gives me this really good feeling in the morning to get up and get in the car and know I did the right thing.
But don't wait. While summer inventories are up, prices are down. So see your Toyota dealer today.
There was really no question once they said the price. I said, I'll take it.
It's the right deal right now.
Who could ask for anything more?
Manufacturer's suggested retail price for base price vehicle. Actual retail prices may vary.
You know, a strange thing happened to me the other day. I'm reading the paper, and as usual, all these coupons fall out, right? Only this time, I took a closer look at them. And hey, there was a lot of money in there. So I figured I'd give it a try, and I took them to Safeway. But get this. Safeway paid me double on every one.
If you're looking for new ways to save on your food bill, try shopping Safeway. Because with Safeway's unlimited double coupons, every manufacturer's coupon you clip is worth double the value. Unlimited. So the more you clip out, the more you cash in.
Now, I never really thought of myself as a coupon clipper, but with Safeway's unlimited double coupons, hey, I've become a certified clip-o-maniac.
Safeway.
See store for complete details on double coupon offer. And to save even more, don't miss Safeway's weekly specials like fresh fryer drumsticks. Only 59 cents a pound in the 5-pound package.
Welcome back now to our final quarter hour here of the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Every Monday night, tell your friends to be here with us from 7 until 10 p.m., exclusively on KLAC Malright Communications. I'll give the telephone numbers one more time. We have a couple lines open in Los Angeles. In the San Fernando Valley, it's area code 818 or area code 213-520-KLAC. 520-KLAC for Los Angeles and the San Fernando Valley. I have one line open in Orange County. In the 714 area code, you can get in right now at 977-KLAC. 714 area code 977-KLAC. Going into our final quarter hour now, and you're on the air with Wally George. Go ahead. Who's this?
This is Rick from the city of Lomita.
Okay, Rick.
A little while ago, you had a caller that was talking about the homeless.
Yes.
And I'd like to make a statement
Okay.
first, and that is that I have 100% agreement with you when you say that 90% of them are just lazy loafers and they really don't want to find a home.
You're right.
And last week I was watching the news on Channel 7, and I would like to ask you a question on this, and that is, do you think that television stations, local television stations, Channel 7, Channel 5, Channel 11, do you think that they are showing the homeless to try to force the general public to feel sorry for them so they can stay on welfare, feel sorry for the homeless?
I certainly do. I mean, the news media is about 99% liberally oriented, and you see, they won't give up. They want to make George Duke Majan, a Republican, look bad. They want to make Ronald Reagan look bad. They're never going to, so many of the liberals, especially in the news media, are so upset that President Reagan was not destroyed by these idiotic Iran-Contra hearings, that they're going to do anything to make the Republicans look bad. And that's why they're pointing at the homeless. George Duke Majan, they blame him, the Republican governor. And they say Ronald Reagan doesn't give a darn about the poor. That is so ludicrous. Sure, that's why the news media is showing the homeless. They want to make us think that because of George Duke Majan, we have all these hungry people, and because of President Reagan, we have all these poor homeless people. Do you know, they never state in the paper that, that only 6% of the people in this country are unemployed. Do you realize what that means?